MacVoices is brought to you by Squarespace. Everything you need to create an exceptional website. For a free trial and 10% off your first purchase, visit squarespace.com and use the offer code MacVoices6. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at AltWWDC in San Francisco. I'm here with Kyle of RULost. Kyle, it's great to see you.
You too.
RULost, Kyle. Now, you've explained to me what that is, but you better explain what it is in relation to your app.
Certainly. So RULost is actually the name of the app as well as the company. And basically it's an app for Rutgers University in New Jersey, the New Brunswick campus specifically. And RU stands for Rutgers University. And since you can get lost at such a big university with 38,000 people, last time I checked, you need to get some information pretty quickly. And what we do is we provide access to the bus system, to important links around the university, dining hall schedules, as well as the daily newspaper, and contacts that you can get to, such as anything from local businesses in the area to Rutgers offices as well. So try to give the students everything they would want, and we knew because we were at the school. So,
you know, there are a couple interesting things here. First of all, it's been a year or two since I've been out of college. So, you know, all right, you may have a couple more. But, you know, an app for university life makes perfect sense. So I'm kind of surprised that maybe the universities aren't providing their apps, the apps themselves. But you explained to me, and I'll let you do it here again, you know, they have their own agendas versus what the students really kind of feel they want and need.
Yeah, so it depends on the university. Some of them have had students make the app, and universities have acquired it, so I think it has more of an appeal like ours does from the student perspective, but a large majority use an outside company such as Blackboard or something like that, which they have some great services, especially if you're using Blackboard in the classroom, but then really you're getting this information that is pertaining just to like classwork or something like that, or specific events and things, and you can't really get the you know, outside and around the university information that you may want, or things that normally those companies would need to cooperate with the university to get the information, which of course we all know a big organization can take a while to make any sort of change or give up information. So being students making an app, it's really nice because you can circumvent all that and just, you know, find ways around it, especially with, you know, little hacks here and there, and be able to provide the content to the users you want. So,
and being a former student, a lot closer to the time than the administrators, you're giving people the kind of things they want, like when does the next bus come, and your bus schedule is kind of sophisticated as opposed to just being a table of some kind.
Exactly, yeah. So that's the main thing it started with was the next bus schedule there. So when I was using the bus system when I first started, it has one of the largest bus systems in the country at Rutgers, so it's very complicated if you're just starting out to figure out which route you want to take. Now, Next Bus is nice because it gives GPS times, so you can know you don't have to stand out in the rain or snow, because we're in New Jersey. So that's nice, but then you're like, which route do I take? Because they have a couple routes servicing the same campus, and you could take one that may take you 20 minutes to get where you want to go, or you could take another one that takes you 2 minutes. So in order to know that, you have to learn from trial and error or something like that. So what we provide is we created this really complex algorithm, which we call the trip planner, which will take your start and end location and figure out which route you should take, and it'll even include transfers if you need to transfer buses. So it's really important for students who have been there a while, or maybe you just have a class on a new campus and you're not sure. Even if you've been there for 3 years, then you may be like, oh crap, I don't know where to go. So.
And I have to contrast your app with the Rutgers official app. Yeah. It looks corporate. It looks like, you know, it was put together by committee or by some people that said, well, boy, this will be great to put in an app. And, you know, frankly, from a student perspective, nobody cares. You know, yeah. The students care more about getting to classes, where to get something to eat, those kind of things. And that makes it a lot different. So I want to make sure when people go and look for the app in the App Store that they look for you and your app as opposed to just the Rutgers app.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, we worked with Rutgers to tell them about our app and things when we were creating it because they were very interested and they were actually working on one of their own. And I know they had some students working on it, but it's still a little different from the university perspective, as we stated before. So, you know, it's got some nice aspects to it because they can tightly integrate with their system, but it's very different. Just even looking from the point of view of the bus system, you know, again, they're just doing the same old thing, providing you all the buses and all the times in a big table. And to me, that just doesn't give you that great of a user experience. You got to search through and look at what you're looking at, and instead of just getting a quick view of exactly what you want and not having to think about it. So different things like that.
So, RULost, this is the first app for this, but what else are you doing? What do you have any other apps in development that you can talk about?
Yeah, so myself, I'm going to be working with another partner and just starting designing of another app that's completely different, but I do like helping people. That's my main thing, and teaching is also a passion of mine, although I don't do it you know, as my job. What we're going to be making is a guitar teaching app, and so I also work at Intel, and I was teaching free guitar lessons actually for a couple years there, just for fun, figure meet people and have fun, jam. And from that, I feel like I've developed some really nice techniques, and I've been playing for a long time. So I really wanted to find a way to give that information to people. So I figure making a really great guitar teaching app would be a great way to do it. And there's not too many apps out there that do it. There are some, and there are a lot that teach songs, but I want to teach guitar. So if you're learning on your own, you can still get really great even without a teacher.
Now, will you be publishing that under the RULost name as well, or some other name?
That's going to be a different company. I'm starting with a different group of people. Yeah, so I'll be leading that as well. I led RULost, but had a few partners on that. Maybe I should mention their names, you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so my main partner on it is Dave Buckman. Great resource. He did a lot of the programming of the algorithm that was very complex, as well as Joe Moriali. He did a lot of the work with the data as well as interfacing with the Rutgers systems, which was great. And Dan Carew did all the graphics work, and he's really great. He's working in a startup in San Francisco now, too, so I'm staying with him while I'm here. And Ryan Hennessy has also worked on it with us when we were at Rutgers doing some data manipulation stuff. So.
Well, I hope you'll come back and talk to us when the guitar app is ready to go. That way we'll be able to tell people where to go, what it is, and how it all works.
Yeah, I'd love to. You know, obviously we're going to really want to push that out there and get some great press, so I'll definitely be coming back if you're around.
Definitely. The app is in the App Store, of course. Do you have a website for this?
Yeah, we do. It's rulostapp.com. All one word, as well as on the App Store, just RULost, all one word. If you search Rutgers, we're the second app behind the Rutgers app, of course. But yeah, you know, we haven't worked on the website much in a while. We're focusing on the app, so it's a little out of date and stuff, but maybe at some point I'll get to that. I want to get the next version out there, though, so you're going to be seeing screenshots of the next version in this video, and that will be released very soon, hopefully. I'm just trying to work out all the last little bugs and make sure there are no crashes. So.
Thanks so much for the time, and I got to ask one question, because I've been asking everyone. What was your favorite part of the keynote announcements?
Favorite part? Man, there was a lot. I think from what I do, one of the most important things was actually in OS 10 Mavericks. The multi-monitor support was awesome, which, again, you know, people can argue it should have been there from the beginning, but they did a lot of great features with it, being able to independently move spaces on each monitor and stuff, so it was pretty great. But I mean, I'm excited about all of it, and iOS 7, very different, very interesting, so I really want to get into it and understand it perfectly. So.
Yeah, from a user side, I know I want to. From a developer side, I'm sure it presents lots of opportunities for you.
Yeah, for me, from both, because I use it and I develop for it. So yeah, definitely.
Kyle, thanks so much. I really appreciate the time.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Folks, I'll have more from San Francisco and AltWWDC. This is MacVoices, and I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, app.net, Google+, Facebook, and for more Apple, Mac, and tech-related shows, including MacVoices, Mac Notables, the Mac Jury, and the MacVoices Briefing. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com.